Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second episode of Going Medieval. Last time my mic was unplugged and you couldn't hear me, and this time the mic quality is probably going to be very, very bad. I do apologize for that, but nothing much I can do. But without further ado, let's get right back into our settlement of Wolfden. Now, last time we had half constructed a cellar and got everybody their rooms. This episode I think we're going to focus on getting the cellar completed, setting up some basic farming and hunting areas, and progressing through the tech tree, whilst fending off raids and hopefully building up defenses. So we got 3 people. I think, although I've just said what we plan to be doing, I think the main objective for today's episode is to get more people. A little bit of lag there, but we currently only have 3 people and it is very inefficient. So hopefully by the end of this episode we already have some farming areas over here for birch trees and red currant shrubs. But anyways, so hopefully we get some more people, because currently it's very inefficient with only 3 people. Things can only get done so fast. So let's go ahead and press play on medium speed, because we don't want it going too fast but too slow. With 3 people isn't exactly intriguing. So coming down here, they still have this. They have the rest of the cellar to dig out. We've finally gotten down low enough. Hopefully, it is currently about how cold is it down here? For the moment, it's matching the outside temperature. But as soon as we put a door in there, it should go back. Well, it should be to underground standards. I do believe, or maybe that was in another save, but I thought I had built something over there, but apparently that was in a later save, or no, earlier save, but in a different playthrough. So yeah, I'm just gonna let everybody finish building the cellar and farming. Research-wise, we can get clay brick making, wooden weaponry, preserving food. That might shelves. That's going to be the best course of action. So now we have some shelves. Eventually, once they finish digging out this, which it looks like they've gotten fairly far with, we're going to get a wooden door in there, about there, and we're going to get a smoke house, probably around about, maybe like here or here. Here's not bad. It's only going to take 40 clay. We have plenty of clay in our... Yeah, I'm clearly having a mindset of a different playthrough, because I swear I'd constructed a pit to keep things, but I guess not. So we do have a fair amount of clay. There's 26 over there, with more down below, and if we need to, that's limestone, we will allow the clay over here. Let's just go ahead and do that right now. That's actually a lot of clay. We don't need that much clay. Get all of it, and forbid most of it. How much is that? 57. That's just enough. Well, no, it's more than enough. So now that we're going to have a smokehouse and place the door, we should also start. So we've got some shelves. We have a butchering table. We do indeed have a butchering table, so that's producing meat, but the meat can only be stored for so long and will decompose. Now, Jonah is digging away like a champ. Hopefully more people will join her or him. I don't know their gender. So we got some simple healing kits, some linen, some packaged meals, mechanical components, chronicles, a good short bow. Will that decompose in 12 days? High armor penetration, attack bonus when used from higher ground, low armor and shield damage. Oh right, so we do want to attack with bows most of the time then, it sounds. Do we have enough wood? Now the problem is I don't know because we don't have a place to store it. 21 wood there and more trees to be chopped down. Just to be safe, let's chop down some more trees. Oh, sorry, some more trees. Lovely. Now they are on break, so let's just speed it up, so hopefully they will get things done faster. Jonah's praying to the Oak Brethren, I believe. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Sorry about that. Got some closer clay over there. Some limestone over there. Some more clay. Some more limestone. Oh, the autosaves. And then we have some iron and limestone. If we were to mine this out, that would give us some more iron. That would give us iron. That would give us clay. That would give us limestone and... oh, okay, so there's a bit of a mix over there, and we have some more iron over there. That would also give us limestone. So we have a lot of limestone and iron. We have... oh no, that's a trader. I was like, we have 4 people? That doesn't sound right. But then again, I also do think we have an entire pit dug out and something else. I forgot what it was. A church is good because we don't have anything to trade with them at the moment. Their research skills increased. Brilliant. This is getting done very nicely. The door's constructed. And as you can see, the temperature's 3.8 degrees. It's getting higher. But out here it's 19, 17. Here it's 3.7 degrees, 3.8 degrees. So I think we can start placing down some shelves. We'll have a shelf there, shelf there, shelf there, a shelf there. And 2 shelves there. Lovely. Now we don't have enough allowed resources. So let's get people cutting down the trees. We really need some more people to join our settlement, so hopefully that comes up soon. Build up our defenses. That would benefit us, but at the moment we are fine. Because Edward over here has got a nice sturdy wooden spear, and we got a steel short sword, and we have a nice longbow. So we are well equipped, if I do say so myself. Got a lot of roasted meat over here, so people should have quite a lot of food. The rest of this has been dug out. Lovely. Lovely. So let's get the rest of the shelves in there and start digging out more spaces so nobody gets so nobody runs out of things to do, like so. We'll just like have a nice big expanded area just like that for the time being, and it will give us more resources hopefully. We might also want to go down another floor eventually, but I think now we can also start focusing on the outside. We could get like a barn to keep some resources that don't need to be in colder temperatures. So like if we did something like that and that, like that and like that, going like this, we would need something there, wouldn't we, to get the roof? Although I guess it doesn't really matter anyways, because it won't do much So we can just cancel that and we will think about that further. Why is nobody doing this? Is nobody on... Grows? People have growing jobs. Maybe growing should go to a 1. And more people really need to start cutting down trees. Will make most people cut down trees. Well, everybody's going to have to cut down trees before they get things like cooking, or maybe not cooking, cooking, crafting, smithing, carpentry, tailoring, and other things done, just so we can get the wood that we need to continue building. Because now the shelves are finally being built and things are being stored on them. Very high priority. And now, as you can see, the herbs will not decompose. Inside spare room, see, no, the herbs aren't decomposing because they're not on the ground and they're in cold climates. Right, now furniture could get us some bookshelves and some weapon racks. That might be nice, but brewing would also be beneficial. This one, they're both 15, so let's just get this so we can put our books somewhere. And of course other things. So now bushes are being planted, very, 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 very nice. That was a lot of berries. So this is getting done quite nicely. We got some meat put on there. And those are to be constructed soon. We're just going to leave it going fairly quickly for the time being, and we might have a nice little montage. So I'll let you guys know once everything is done again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we finally get another settler. Right, Sweat Trick claimed that he was running from the pack of enraged philosophers. They had beaten him for reductive reasoning and... I'm not even going to pretend like I can pronounce that word. Septism. I don't know... Oh, my English skills. Anyways, moving on from the big words. I don't know what they were talking about, but they wouldn't let up. Would you offer him a place to stay? There might be repercussions. So if we don't let him in, people might get a negative mood effect. If we get him, he's good at animal handling and decent at mining and an attack. That would not be a problem. So we will help him. Here he is right now. Let's see, what are you good at? Marksman is fairly decent, which is pretty good. He can also cook fairly well. He's a good carpenter, well, wants to be a good carpenter and a decent construction worker. He's good at handling animals and speechcraft. So you, my friend, are going to get a ranged weapon, no shield, all caps. No armor. No, we can give you armor. Appears that we don't have any other armor, which we might want to get checked in the future. And we have a search party arriving in 1 day. Alright, that's not an issue at all. Are we producing smoked meat? Yes, we are. We'll let everybody just stay doing what they must for a while. This is being calmed down. I think we'll make this a weapons room, and then a book archive, and then maybe eventually a chest room or something. Do we have chests at the moment? No, but we do get them later on in the game. We could also get them some better beds, but for the time being, we will stick with their current beds. And right, let's get back onto the montage until the attack party arrives. Alright, so it was supposed to be until the search party arrives, but I've decided to fill you guys in. Not much has happened obviously, but we are starting to build a barn because this is only decaying because... Okay, there we go. No? Hold on. There we go. It's decomposing because it's unroofed. And so is this, and so is this. So, basically, I've decided I'm going to build a barn where we can store most resources that just need food. And it could also maybe eventually be turned into like a boarding house because it's nice and long, can fit quite a few beds, and it should be fairly useful for that kind of thing. Right, now we've got a lot more shelves here, which is very, very nice. The only reason I'm saying this is very high is so that nobody just goes and stores things on the ground because maybe the ground has a higher priority than that. Or into a different room because if that has a higher priority than that, that will be where we keep most of our resources. So people are producing books fairly nicely. We only have one though. So let's just have a look at that. Alright, yes, this guy needs to get given his priorities. So, you, my friend, are fairly good at animal handling, crap at botany, so carpentry you're fairly good at, so, well, you want to be anyways. Food, you are going to be our second chef. So who had to move on to doing something because of cooking? Well, anyways, now we have two chefs. You can also go hunting. Obviously these have to go to one. You're fairly good at constructing things, and mining. Lovely. A settler's wounds need healing. Mild concussion and a bruised chest. Rory, I think you'll be fine now that Jonah's coming to treat you. Very good, very good. We could build some beds in here, or some bookshelves. Oh, right, no, we are going to defend. Right, so pause immediately and get everybody drafted. Wait, oh, it was just the philosophers of the natural order, cool. We don't really care, they can be upset with us if they want to be. But now where's the attack coming from? Wait, are they attacking? Or did we just anger them? We might have just angered them. Oh, let's just look at the history real quick. History. Lost property. So, you have a squad to... You should your gun for freezing. The attackers leave, but your relationship with... Oh. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. Because I don't really have... Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't really care if they're not happy with me. I mean, they're still neutral, so I kind of prefer if they attack. It gives us resources, so I don't see why I would be negatively affected by that. I mean, obviously, you might want to have some allies to trade, but to me, the trading in this game is kind of pointless. The trades aren't really that great. So to me, I don't really care. You can all hate me. It's really not going to affect me at all. Oh, looks like we have a bunch of alcoholics. That's nice. How's the mining going? Pretty well, I mean, you know, considering everything. I'm gonna build a door over here and over there. We could build a door there, but that's just kind of a waste of resources. Although they all have a door technically connected to there, so it would be like, yeah, I don't know. Well, in any case, let's just cut down some more trees because you know, wood is a very valuable resource. Which is why I'm thinking we might want to expand this just a little bit. So we're going to grab these and expand it like so. Harvest some of these mushrooms so we can have a nice diverse stew instead of, you know, just having the good old meat and berry stew, I guess. We really need our research going up, so if we go to jobs here, this guy doesn't have a lot of things. What's your research? You're fairly intelligent, well, you're not really intelligent at all, but at this time, I could just go for anybody getting us research. What else are you good at? Well, decent at least. Construction, you are a 2, yep. Research, no. Medicine, Smithing, we could eventually have you on smithing, I guess. Tailoring, who's better at tailoring? You have a 9, you have a 7, you have a 7, and you have a 7. So everything looks fairly good now anyways. Bushes are all planted, and I don't know why, but that's... What are these? These are flax plants. Alright. So that's going to get us some flax, which will be pretty useful. That's going to give us berries eventually. We are day 8 into spring, so it will soon be summer. I believe each season is 12 days. Right, so we can start building some weapon racks. We don't need a lot, just 2 for the time being. Because, you know, we don't have a lot of weapons. We don't have any spare weapons at the moment. Yeah, so... Don't have any spare weapons at the moment, so the weapon racks are pretty useless. But they will still be useful once, if we get another raid, which I hope we get another raid very, very, very soon. Because weapons are really, really nice to have. You know, considering most of the thing. Who's harvesting? We don't have a lot of harvesters. You have a fairly good botany skill. Why don't you go and harvest things? Maybe a 3. What's this? We got some herbs. Shrubs. So those are just sticks. We need some more meat, so let's go hunting. I saw some rabbits over here. Well, a rabbit it appears. Let's just hunt anything that's within that radius. I guess nothing much was in that radius. We got some more rabbits over there. Hunt them lot and hunt. Oh no, that's actually quite a lot of people we don't want to hunt. Well, not people, rabbits. Don't want to hunt all of them. Because then our people... Oh, maybe we should. Let's go and do that right now. Lovely, not all of them again, just so we can... You know, because I'm not sure if we can hunt animals to extinction in this game, but I don't think you can, but just in case, we are going to leave some to reproduce. Lovely. These seem to be getting along quite nicely. Just need a few more floorboards before we can label it as a stockpile, where we will keep everything but food, waste, and probably books, just because we want to keep books on the bookshelves, which we'll put underneath. What? Ooh, you're 52. Jeez, you're old, lad. You still have a concussion. And you're 52. You may have not been the best guy to get. I mean, you're still another pair of hands, but 52 is pretty old. Pretty old indeed. Everything in here is coming along pretty nicely. Ooh. So, I think we're going to leave it there, guys. We got another set of hands, and we managed to not get a raid, unfortunately. Most people might find that good, but to me it is kind of useless. Like, you know, I want to be raided. What's so wrong with that? I want some weapons. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next episode of Going Medieval. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. It lets me know that you want to see some more of Going Medieval and really helps the channel. I will see you next time, and hopefully the warehouse will be built, the rest of the pantry or whatever, not pantry, cellar will be built, and I think the next thing on our research thing we want to get is either clay brick making. We don't really care about that because that's just going to allow us to trade. So we might either get brewing, tailoring, defensive structures, brick making, or smeltering. So I think what we're going to do next episode is we're going to get brewing, so our craving alcoholics can get their drinks, and then we'll get tailoring. Maybe we'll get wooden weaponry instead, just in case we don't get any more raids, but we get more people. So we'll go brewing, wooden weaponry, then probably smelting. No, we'll get clay brick making, smelting, defensive structures, stone block cutting, and then tailoring. I don't know if I've just mixed up that order, but we'll figure it out next episode, guys, and I'll see you next time.